Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought I would do a first impressions of the Morphe X Jeffree Star palette. Now I know this came out a while ago, but I just now bought it because she had some money saved up, so she splurged a little. And plus, what else is there to do while you're stuck in quarantine, am I right? So, look how stunning this is. This is just downright beautiful. Now we're going to do a first impressions, just a little review. I'm just probably will be using just the welcome back to my channel colors, and then maybe the Hi Dude, this dark brown, shimmery brown down here, just because I am going to work later today, so we have to keep it calm. And for another video, we'll play around with the green section, the pink, don't know her, because those all look great too. My only concern is that the Millions shade, this like really shimmery gold right there, is that I don't want it to like be like top layer shiny, and I know Jeffree has really good quality because I have the Conspiracy palette, so it probably won't be. It's just my only fear is that I don't want to like take a brush across the top of it and then have all the sparkles go away, because I've had palettes where that's happened. So yeah, but we'll review that color for a different video. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. And this, the base that I'm going to be doing, I'll just walk you guys through that too, as just an everyday base. So I don't have any super fancy primer. We're just going to take the Ulta Poreless Face Primer. Alright, now that that's on, just get that put all over. We're going to be moving into the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows Tinted Moisturizer. And now what I like to do is take the Rose Water Mario Badescu and the Jeffree Star Beauty Blender, and I'll just spray like the chubby end of it. Just a little bit, because I'm not one to enjoy a damp beauty blender, but I do like, it smells good. It could be a conspiracy that is good for your skin, but I'm hoping not, because I enjoy it. But like all my life I'd used a dry beauty blender because I really didn't see a point in getting your sponge soaking wet. Ooh, that came out a lot. Whew, that one squeeze came out way more than I thought it would. And I do have a little makeup fridge that I keep these in, just because I feel like it just keeps them safe for longer. Like, I feel like it's an old beauty hack to like keep your nail polish in the refrigerator. Kind of same for these products. I also keep my witch hazel and my face lotion in the little fridge too. And just a couple of like cooling gel face masks that I haven't got around to using yet. Now you probably could just use your fingers to put this Burt's Bees Tinted Moisturizer on, but I really don't like the feel of like foundation on my hands. Even though I know it's not foundation, I really just don't like the feel of face products on my hands. So we'll just take the little extra that came out. And my only problem with this is its hole, like where the product comes out, is because it's a little skinny hole, but then it's like a dip, and I always like take the back of a smoothing comb and just like scrape it out of there. So life hack if anybody else uses this. I don't know. Hopefully they fix that, because it really is kind of obnoxious. Alright, let's put that back over on my tray. And then I'll just buff it out. Now, as I'm sure you can see, kind of ish, I have really red cheeks. And they act up whenever I get like hot or like embarrassed. When you're like your cheeks flush, they're like, they get really red. but anytime I like get warm, like temperature wise, they turn red too. But I really do have nice skin. Like I don't really have acne right now, and so that's why I don't want to cake a foundation on. And that's why I use the tinted moisturizer. Next, just take the little ones and your Tarte Shape Tape. Now, I'm sure everyone in the world can agree that this is a great concealer. My only thing is, is anybody else just so messy when they open it? Like, I feel like they put like way more product in here than like that can actually fit. Cause like, seriously, like every time I like poke the wand back in, like the concealer like spews out the top of it. I don't know if I just got like a default of one or what, or if they're all like that. And I don't use a lot at all. I don't know if you can tell, I'm just tapping up here where the concealer builds up. And I'll just take literally that much and use it. I'm not gonna do big triangles under my eyes because that's cakey and disgusting. And if you're doing your concealer like that, that's a lot of concealer. For powder, I'm just gonna use the e.l.f. If it's there, that's not what I wanted. Translucent powder. It's just skin tinted. And I'll just take a big fluffy brush. And I'll just sweep that. Same for eyebrows, I just use the e.l.f. pencil with the spoolie on one end and the twist top at the other. For just a little bronzer, I contoured bronzer, it's the same thing in my book. Just the Hoola Benefit. My only wish is that they would make it bigger because like this is like a pretty typical brush. You can like barely, I go like angle in it and it just barely fits in there. Alright, now that we're done with the base, we're going to jump in to the best part. This palette, like, oh, the chrome is just downright beautiful on this. I'm gonna use Lynn. It's just a neutral skin color. As for the base shadow, it goes on nice, I must say. Like, I feel like I don't have to put on a bunch of this for a base. Like, I feel like that already covered pretty well. Alright, I just pulled the camera in close, that way you guys watching can really get a good view of what is going on down here. Next, I'm going to jump in with the color My, and I'm just looking for this brush. It's just an e.l.f. brush I just got from Walmart. It's just a nice fluffy one. It picked up on the brush pretty well. Let's see how well it blends. I don't know if you can tell that well on camera, but in person it's very, like, it's there. You can definitely see that color is there. It's just a very light pink. You can see the difference. But I really like it that it's not like, bam, you're wearing pink eyeshadow. It's something very easy and elegant. And this is the color I would probably just put on my eyelid one day and just call it good. And this side's heavier. There we go. So that blended on really well, and it doesn't feel harsh or anything. And it doesn't, sniffing it, it doesn't smell like chemicals at all either. And that's something I really appreciate about Jeffree's work, because it doesn't like smell funky. Like I've gotten like a big eyeshadow palette from like what's known as like a cheaper makeup brand, and you just open it and you're like, oh, it's smelly. I'm gonna swatch channel on the back of my hand because it might be more orangey than like what I wear. That's what that looks like, the channel color. I don't think I'm gonna wear that one. Let's try Boss Angels. This seems red. Now I like the colors, they're just not colors I would wear. See, and that's my thing with the James Charles palette, those big, like what he calls like your everyday wear shadows. The reason why I don't really like them is that they feel more orange than they do brown. Let's check out Hi Dude. See, now that looks better in my opinion. Yeah, so that's a color I would definitely throw like in the crease, outer corner. It did have a shimmer on top, and after like moving my finger around in it, it's this one right here, it doesn't really seem like the shimmer is there anymore, which is what I said I was concerned about with the Millions shade. But that's fine with me because I don't want a crease color to be a shimmer. It might bother somebody else, but it doesn't really bother me. Let's swatch back, even though I know I'm going to like it. Ooh, now that looks very nice. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that right in with my except this one I'm not gonna put like all over the upper lid like I did that one. I'm just gonna shove it in the crease area. There's all that they look like, what the two colors together look like so far. I really like it. It's very soft, and I do enjoy how it's not like obnoxiously in your face. That is What's the Tea. I kind of like that. We're gonna throw that in our crease. This is the same brush, just I have two of the same. So I'm not gonna put a pink and a brown color. So that's what it looks like. I just put it in the crease and just try to buff out the edges on it. I'm not mad at it. I'm kind of mad at myself because I feel like I put too much on right here. Alright, just ignore the AC unit. I have to have one or else my room gets really hot. But there's, oh, this brush, it's the Kylie brush. It's okay, I kind of wish I had a better brush because it is just kind of like hard. Like it's not really that, like it's not soft bristles like my It brush. It has super soft bristles. And these are just kind of like, oh, good, that stopped. These are just kind of hard. So we're just gonna take Hi Dude. That picked up so much. I'm just gonna tap that off because I don't want that much. I'm just gonna tap the corner with it. That is way more pigmented than I thought it would be. I'm just gonna get out like my microfiber makeup removing cloth. And I'm not gonna take it off my eye. I'm just gonna kind of brush against it just to get that off so I can redo it. Which is some with less pigment to work with. I'm just going to outer corner to the crease. And now I'm not going back and forth in my crease because I don't want it to be like that harsh. I'm just gonna wipe that off again some more. And just kind of see if I can really smooth that out. I'm gonna take just this Wet n Wild brush that I have. It was supposed to be a crease brush, but I never use brushes for what they say their use should be. And I'm just gonna kind of go above that where I put the pink. Just kind of see if I can smooth that out. Oh yeah. Now with the brush from before, I'm just gonna take What's the Tea, and not a whole lot, like literally just a baby amount, just to kind of smooth that dark brown, the Hey Dude color, just because it was not what I was expecting. So now that we have just the lids left, I'm going, dropped it. Put my brushes back in the mug. I'm going to take the color 2, like Welcome Back To, this one right here. It's so pretty. It's just this light pink shimmery color. And I'm just going to take this one by Kylie. It's just a flat eyeshadow brush. I've used it already before with the different pinks. That's why I'm not really too worried. Now, I never like spray brushes before I go into shimmers. Although I'm thinking I might want to with this because I've swiped across the shadow a few times and there's just not a whole lot there. But we'll see if it works. It's sheerer than I thought it would be. Just because all these other colors are just so pigmented. You know what? I'm gonna take the color My and put it on my lids. And then see if the shimmer shows up better on top of My. Now what I really like about Jeffree shadows is that they're always just so nice to put on. Cause like seriously, like no wonder Jeffree Star does the Is It Jeffree Star approved? stuff because he knows if it's good or not, because he makes good makeup. I am just gonna take the Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray and just go back into that just to see if I get it better this time. I will say that made a huge difference. I really just don't like the feeling of wet brushes, which is why I feel like shimmer should be allowed to put on without having to wet them down first. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I'm forever grateful because I did color guard, and literally for one of our show makeups, we took straight up acrylic paint. I shit you not. Real acrylic paint, like you paint arts and crafts with at Walmart. And we got neon pink and green. We put the neon green all over our lids and the pink above our eyebrows, and then took black eyeliner and like winged like the eyeliner across the lid and up, and then like went above like the pink block. If I can find a picture, I'll put a picture in. So having to spray this brush just to get a little shimmer does not bother me, because until you get, oh, and then we put like craft glitter, like boxed craft glitter, and we would either take this stuff or different setting spray or just straight up water and just spray it up here like where the pink was, and then we would just like throw glitter at it. So until you get acrylic paint, sweat, glitter, hairspray in your contacts, you've never felt worse pain because your eyes are just burning after. So yeah, I would say that looks really nice. I'm just gonna go back in with the brown brush that I used to put that on and really just blend. That one really didn't need it. This one did. And then just one more sweep across the crease. And I didn't put any more eyeshadow onto that. I just used it as is. That looks so good. Like, Jeffree's eyeshadow always comes through. Just do this queen makes good products. I think for the inner corner, I'm just gonna take Welcome and just pop it in there. Ooh, that looks so good. Now that is a good, although I must say, nothing beats Ranch from the Conspiracy palette. I think that's a gross name, but that white shimmer is the best inner corner, or not, it doesn't have to be inner corner highlighter, but just the best highlighter, shimmer, shadow. So that's the finished eyeshadow look. I'm just going to put on some eyeliner and mascara. We'll come back for highlighter. I just wanted to go in about my mascara routine so far. I totally saw this on TikTok, and it has changed how my lashes have looked. You just take a white eyeshadow primer base and then put, like, I'll show you the brushes. Like, this brush is no big deal, it's just the primer, but it just lengthens your lashes. So this is just what your lashes will look like. Okay, now what I was talking about, so you want that white primer base, and then skinny little wands like this. They just have plastic bristles. They're just really small little bristles, but you can really watch them grab each lash. So for highlighter, I always do highlighter last and then setting spray and you're good. But I didn't want to use just any old highlighter. I wanted to see if an eyeshadow from the palette was a good one. I'm going to try this one right here. It's called Designer Label. And I just take this fluffy brush from e.l.f. I'm just gonna, ooh, that picked up really well. Wow. Now that looks so nice. Wow, that looked really good. Okay, now I'm sure this is probably an obvious life hack. Put your highlighter on and then setting spray. And so now while your face is like wet from that, put more highlighter on. And this is only if Jeffree Star has taught you well and you like to use a whole lot of highlighter. For lips today, I have this doll lipstick, Doll Tin. I've never heard of this brand before, but my mom has. I would say that as an overall, Jeffree Star's palette is Jeffree Star approved. That was hands down some of the best eyeshadows I've ever used. I don't think that it compares to the Conspiracy palette, just because I feel like the colors in here weren't as blendable as they are from the Conspiracy palette. 10 out of 10 would recommend it. And it does, and I am a theater person too, and so I love all the colors in here because you never know what you might need a rainbow color for. Alright you guys, I just came back from working a 5-hour shift at work today and just came back to check in with the camera to see how the makeup held up. I think that it still looks pretty good, and I'll zoom in here in a second, but like you can like still see the highlight I put on my lip, and I have not retouched my highlight since I have been back. I literally just came back home and turned on the camera. This cheek highlighter still looks great. Nose highlighter still looks good. But what I'm most impressed with is the Cupid's bow highlighter, is because I even like ate a small thing on break and like it still stayed, and like even got like a drink and everything. So I'm just really impressed with that, because like I feel like that is the first highlighter piece to go, and so I'm just super impressed with that it's still there. That highlighter is the Designer Label. 10 out of 10. Would recommend this palette to literally anybody. It has been such a good palette. My only thing is that because I have hooded eyelids, the shimmer kind of like blended up into like, Nikki Tutorials taught this, like to like put your crease color above your crease if you have hooded eyelids. So I just have like shimmery in my crease instead of less on the lid. That's just from opening and closing my eyes. But other than that, I think it looks really nice. Now normally what I do if I do wear makeup like this all day and I have a moment to come home and then I go back out, I'll just take this nice fluffy brush and I'll just go over it. I'm not actually sure if this does anything at all, but it makes me feel like I got it to be like less oily or whatever. Not that I have oily skin, just from all the colors just sticking together. So that's my 2 cents on this palette. I thought it was great. I'll go ahead and get a cotton round and a makeup remover just to see if it's easy to remove as well as it was to put on. I'm just going to be using the Mary Kay eye makeup remover that has the 2 ingredients that you shake to mix up. So just shake that up. Alright, now that that's on there, wow, that took off really well. And here's the dirty round. Now because I used that mascara primer, this mascara I'm wearing is always hard to take off. Just get some more. Do the next eye. Just one swipe. It took right off. I think that's just great. I'm going to try the hold down method to see if the mascara comes off. I will say I think more mascara came off, but it still looks about the same. Yeah, I really liked it. I'll just go ahead and use makeup remover to take it all off and then give my final thoughts about it. Alright, all the makeup is gone, and obviously, like I said at the beginning of the video, all the products I use I really like, just because they're just so easy to wear, easy to use, and easy to remove without wearing off. Just going in with my final thoughts about the palette, I would recommend this to anyone. It is so good, especially my theater kids out there, the dance kids. It just has so many colors. Like, imagine going to your color guard competition and pulling up with this bad boy. Girl. I would be impressed if I saw the next team over with one of these. Yeah, we'll go through one day and do another video where I do a more wild, out there look. But today, for just going to work, that really simple look worked, well, a simple glam. That look really worked out great for me. And I got a lot of compliments on it. My friend who also does makeup at work really liked it and said it looked very nice and blended. So another viewpoint of saying how good it blends. It's so easy to wear. Definitely if you're using the shimmers. Now, I'm not one who likes to wet her brush, but still go ahead and wet your brush, just because I feel like that's how Jeffree intended for its use to be, because that was the best way I got color from it. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming back to watch another video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LarkinEvent. And thank you guys so much for continuing to come back, because it's really helping to build my channel up. So make sure you tell your friends about this channel, and new videos hopefully will be weekly now that school has been stopped due to this virus that's going around. It's still online, but just now that I'm home, it'll be so much easier to have more time to edit videos, because I'll just be working on a computer all day long anyway. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you made it this far, comment the emoji wearing the sunglasses.